Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to my channel. I have had a few people asking me about the sort of gems of my collection. You've seen a few in a previous video, and I just wanted to elaborate on that just to show you a few more things. I've showed you the absolute prize pieces like my signed Spider-Man. Now I'm going to show you a couple other things that I'm hoping at some point will be able to go up on the walls. Just to give you a feel, and I know I've been incredibly lucky with a lot of this stuff. But well, let's get going. So first up the list is, for anyone that's been following me, they know I'm a big fan of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is issue 1, a variant covered by Stephanie Hans. I was again very lucky to meet her, and she signed that for me there. I love this artwork. I think it's absolutely stunning. Let's not say about that anymore. Next, we have a comic that came out a few years ago now, but there was a lot of praise about it, and for good reason. This is Venom #1, again signed by Donny Cates, and I mean I've fallen off of it a little bit in recent months. But I'm hoping with 16, Donny Cates is coming back writing it. We've just had Cullen Bunn because of the crossover. I'm hoping that it'll start up again and start ramping up a little bit. Everyone knows I'm a bit of a Spider-Man fan, and one of my favourites is Spider-Man Noir. And again, I was very lucky to meet Fabrice Sapolsky, one of the co-creators of Spider-Man Noir. I'm really hoping I get to meet David Hein, hopefully soon, and I'll ask him to sign it as well. He's the other co-creator. So more Spider-Man stuff. This is an Adam Hughes variant for the Amazing Spider-Man 800. I like a lot of Adam Hughes's covers. I do think that some of them are really, really good. Some of them not too fond of, but this. For me, this was part of like a sort of trilogy of covers that he did, and as soon as I saw them, I thought I loved them to bits, and I really wanted them. I didn't get to meet Adam Hughes, but it is signed with a certificate of authenticity. But I'm more bothered about the artwork on this. I think that the artwork is just absolutely fantastic. Obviously, that one picturing Mary Jane. Next one we have Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 300. Adam Hughes, this is what I'm classing as the second out of the 3 connecting. Picturing Gwen Stacy. Again, loving the artwork. I think it's absolutely stunning. And the third one of the trilogy, Amazing Spider-Man #1, when it was rebooted, showing Black Cat, but I really like that it's got J. Jonah Jameson in the background. That I think is quite fun. But again, I love these Adam Hughes covers. I thought they were absolutely stunning. Moving on to one that this is a strange one to have in the collection because it's a sentimental one for me. It doesn't hold really much monetary value. There's nothing special about it really, other than it was the first comic that I ever bought, and it's Ultimate Spider-Man 33 to 36. I got it signed by Mark Bagley. Unfortunately, I didn't have it with me when I went to go and meet Brian Michael Bendis. But this was the comic that I bought, and I believe I bought it in San Diego, I think. And I was on a road trip with my family. This was the one that after reading this, I thought, this is awesome. That really, really got me into comics a lot. Obviously, it's like Being There and Dandy, that kind of stuff. But that was the first one that really, really got me into like the Spider-Mans and your Batmans and Supermans and that kind of part of comic history. Moving on to posters, I met Andy Tong for a signing, and he signed my copy of Tron. He asked me at the time, because there was a few people there that wanted commissions, and he was asking people what their favourite characters are of X-Force. That's one of my favourite characters is Psylocke. So he drew this absolutely amazing Psylocke for me, and I cannot wait to have that on the wall at some point. I really can't. Other posters. I went to NiceCon in Bedford last year. There is too many names on here to really go through them all, but I will show you. I mean, this is where I met Donny Cates. Donny Cates was absolutely amazing, but the person that really stole the show was this gentleman right here, Don McGregor. He was fantastic. So many stories to talk about. His writing on Black Panther. So many stories about Hollywood, about the comics industry, how it's changed over the last 30, 40 years. And there was always a queue, always, and he'd be telling stories. He was telling stories throughout the whole day, and there was loads of people around him. It's a relatively small con, but you had the majority of people there surrounding him, listening to him, because he was just such an engaging person and such an incredibly nice person. And yeah, I love the fact that I met him. He was a true gentleman. I met John Bernthal, and so this is a signed Punisher to Andrew from The Punisher. I love it, absolutely love it. Not really much more to say about that. It's a shame that it got cancelled. I know a lot of people weren't big fans of the second series, but I quite liked it, and I thought especially the first 3 episodes I thought were really strong. They really did remind me of the Warren Ellis Punisher run. This we have Andy Park, who is, I've forgotten what his official title is at Marvel, but essentially he is a concept artist. He had a few things for sale at a con that I went to, and this I thought was probably one of the best. This and a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 print that had them facing the monster at the beginning. And I bought that for a friend's son. Hopefully he'll like that as he grows up to enjoy the Marvel films. But that is definitely one of my favourites. And last but by no means least, this is a print of Astonishing X-Men. Astonishing X-Men was, I'd say, probably one of the first runs of comics that I bought. I didn't actually buy it month to month. I waited for the trades to come out, and every 6 months I'd go to my comic book shop, ask if the new one's out, get it if it was out, but was it 3? I think 3 or 4 was the last one that Whedon did. I kept waiting, but not only did Whedon have an amazing grasp on the X-Men, John Cassaday's artwork was fantastic. So getting to meet him and getting a couple of my books signed, but also having this print signed by John Cassaday is a big thing for me. So yeah. So that is my gems of my collection. Let me know down in the comments what your gems are, what you sort of really are after. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are after a lot of like big things. My absolute holy grail would be Amazing Fantasy 15. But my goodness, is that difficult to come by, especially with the money. Ooh. I'll show you some more of my pop toys probably in another video. But yeah, let me know what you guys are after in the comments, what you guys like. I'd be curious to hear. And I will see you in the next video.